Hi, thanks for clicking on this link. My name is Sam Korsmo. I'm the co-author of Vietnam, Asia's Rising Star, together with Brooke Taylor. This short video presentation is part of our Leveraging VARS newsletter, and today's topic is the middle income trap. More specifically, escaping the middle income trap, asking the question, can a Vietnam tiger jump out of the middle income trap? So the first idea is, what is the middle income trap? Well, it's a fairly new concept started by two economists at the World Bank who were looking at China at the time, trying to determine China's future. And they saw things in world economies that's like, why is it that some countries get stuck and others keep growing? Why is it some countries get stuck and others are able to escape the trap and keep growing? And so they separated the world, if you will, into high income, middle income, and low income categories based on GDP per capita. We got over here. And by their analysis in 2018 data, there were 31 countries that were low income, less than 100,000 GDP per capita. The middle and lower middle, upper middle, 15 to 51, higher upper income, 81 countries. And Vietnam is notable because it just recently escaped the lower middle and now is an upper middle income country. So the question is, can they keep going? And the question of who has escaped is not very many, is the answer. You'll see a lot of graphs that have this kind of thing where there's a bunch of countries stuck right in the middle. And how those countries get stuck, why they're stuck, is a separate topic than this. But we're going to look at four Asian tigers, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, Hong Kong, Singapore, South Korea, and Taiwan, that did escape the middle income trap. And each one of them, we know a specific event in their history that may have been a springboard, may have been a tipping point for those. So for the case of Hong Kong, the tipping point we say is 1997, the handover. But in reality, as you'll see here, Hong Kong was growing well before that event of handover. And so they became a high income country. They escaped the middle income trap by about 1990 or so. From 1970 to 1990, a 20-year gap there, they just grew like crazy. Singapore wasn't even a country until 1965. And they did a similar growth strategy, a growth trend. So again, starting in 1960, by 1990 or so, they were already a high-income country. So both countries, about a 20-year gap there. The case of South Korea, we know 1982 being the year that they were awarded the Olympic Games as their tipping point. But South Korea was very poor for a long time. And when they were awarded the Games, they were a lower middle income country. And then they just took off and they kind of never looked back. And so from roughly 1980 to 2000 was their 20-year growth spurt. Taiwan, very similar. Taiwan's point of reference is when the U.S. recognized People's Republic of China as the China of Asia, and Taiwan was the Republic of China. So that was the beginning of the China-Taiwan issue. They started very, very poor as well, very low income. And when they got the news that they were no longer being recognized by the United States in 1979, they were a lower middle income country. But they still grew quite significantly, along with South Korea. From 1980 to 2000 was their spurt. So that's the experience of the four Asian tigers. And how do they do it? I won't go into this too much, but there are several drivers, several things that Taiwan and South Korea had to help them grow, to help them escape the middle income trap. These are some of those issues here. The case of Vietnam, some of the key events, Doi Moi in 86, of course, the Berlin Wall coming down in 89, the U.S. embargo in 94, joining the WTO. And then if we track them, what's interesting is that those key events all occurred when Vietnam was still a low-income country, under 1,000 GDP per capita. And then it took off. That's where we are right now, 4,100 or so. And if current trends continue, they reach the high-income status in the year 2045. How do they do it? They also have drivers, and all of these are in the book, explained in quite a bit of detail. Global manufacturing, China plus one, mass mobilization, demographics, 100 million people coming into the cities. Role of women, natural resources, agricultural wealth are two issues that Vietnam has, but Taiwan and South Korea did not have. the VQ community, digitalization, the new Cold War of the China and the U.S. So if we compare the two, South Korea and Taiwan, compared to Vietnam, these are Vietnam's drivers, these are South Korea's drivers. But these ones in underlined by red are drivers that Taiwan and South Korea had, and Vietnam also has. So if you total this up, Vietnam has 15 drivers to propel itself, hopefully, out of the middle income trap. And for that reason, we say in our book that it is probable that Vietnam can escape the middle income trap and become a high income country. But you have to wait and see. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.